What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive, and as promised, I am here with the next Death of a Town Hall 10 video. I know you guys have been waiting on it, so let's not waste any time. Let's check out the base. Alright, here's the base, so check it out. Pause the video, see if you can come up with a game plan, and see how it compares to the progression that the guys at OneHive did to get the 3-star. Let's get into the first attack. All right, Garsk's going to get us started here. I did misspeak last video and say that he was a Town Hall 9, but he is sort of a 9.5, I suppose. I think he's a brand new, and he's got maybe that extra spell slot. But besides that, Town Hall 9 level troops, and coming at this, actually he does have those maxed out golems, or lava hounds at this point, so very early Town Hall 10, let's call it. Drops in those minions on the right side. He's trying to push his queen to the left here, and he's having some trouble here. In just a moment, you'll see what I'm talking about. She steps up and gets into this pocket, and everything's sort of drawing her naturally to the right. And this turns out to be the way that they end up 3-starring the base. But right here, he is sort of, he's really trying to push her to the left. He wants her to go around that way. Drops another giant and some wizards here to take out some more buildings just to sort of break that funnel, push her in the right direction. He wants that air defense, which he's going to get right there. Then his plan is to go to the left, take out that next air defense, and continue on. But as you see, it took quite a bit of effort to push her in that direction. But anyway, she comes down to the bottom here, just taking out. She actually gets locked onto this town hall, starts taking it out. But with those healers on there, she's fine. 1 point defense at a time for the most part. Here she actually has 2 and a splash damage, but those healers are pretty much keeping her up. She might be falling slightly behind here, but really no huge threat. So right there as the town hall goes out, it goes ahead and drops that rage down, wall breaker, test wall breaker in. And then the rest of them coming in right here, opening up that compartment. Now that's going to allow her to walk in, get that second air defense taken care of. And that was sort of the test here. That was the quote opener of this attack, was to see if he get a couple air defenses with this queen walk. Obviously he can, but the problem is no air defenses, no king or queen for the most part at this point. Now he does have his jump spell. He's got a plan to attack with this king to get in there and get that queen taken care of. But really you want huge value for that queen walk, and I would say this is good value, but definitely not huge. You'll see the air defense going down here, and from there, the queen's going to focus on this wall, start taking it down. It's going to take a while, but there comes the king and the golem up top. Drop them in. You see he's already got that funnel created. He is going to drop the jump spell here in just a moment, try to push in, get that next air defense, get that inferno tower. He's got big plans for it. And it's possible that it could work with level 40 heroes, but obviously as a Town Hall 9.5, whatever you want to call it, a baby Town Hall 10, just not going to happen. The enemy queen does come out, it's taken care of. CC troops come over, the lava hound gets on to that golem and to that king, which is fine, but look at the jump spell there, just a half a tile off. So they start beating on this wall. And from there, it's pretty much over. You know, once that happens, tries to drop the freeze onto the Inferno Tower, but that's not going to help. The queen still goes down. From here, it is just going to be spray and pray, trying to take it out. You know, he's got no Inferno Towers down. He's still got 2 air defenses up. Got nothing for his king and golem, basically, so that is not going to work out. We'll fast forward, drops the freeze down, tries to have out the best he can. Good try and good opener, good sort of building block for this attack. Let's move on to the next one. All right, Megan Mo Money sees that and says, hey, I think I can get it done with my 40 heroes, and gives it a wonderful go. Drops down the queen at the bottom here. Healers on there, same sort of stuff. You see the minion go on the right side there, a couple of minions. I think she thought she could do that a little cheaper as far as pushing it in the right direction. But you see she's got a minion over there on the left side, starting to take out some trash buildings as well. The queen sort of steps back up. She wants her to go into that pocket, take out that air defense, which she's going to do after she gets through some of these high HP storages. But right there, her minions are going down. And here in just a minute, she just didn't seem like, got the giant, got the wizard, everything's going down, but that mortar was not down, and that makes the queen walk right. Now, I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if this was, it seems like with the giant and the wizards there, this was sort of an accident. The queen wasn't supposed to go this way. However, it sort of turns out to be okay. You'll see right here, the queen steps up. She's taking out some of these defenses. The wizard goes over here and takes out this army camp, and now right there, that opens up like an aha moment that is going to be very useful later in this raid. All of a sudden, the queen's not going to walk anymore. She's going to walk into this base, start beating on that wall. She drops a few wall breakers to help her out. She steps up. She grabs another air defense. She's now in perfect position to take out this Inferno Tower. Is level 40 queen, does have her ability, pops that ability, boom, couple shots, Now has an Inferno Tower down. 2 air defenses down, Inferno Tower's down. All she's got to do is get to this queen, and she's looking pretty good for a possible 3-star attempt off an accident. I mean, I just can't help but think that was not the way she wanted that queen to go. But it was very fortuitous that the queen went that way. Ended up being the way that they get the 3-star. Unfortunately, this queen right here, look at this, gets on the other side of that wall, has to pop that queen's ability way early, barely gets through, and gets that queen taken care of before he goes down. So not a huge value for that king, just off the odd chance of that queen walking that direction and not coming out to meet him. But everything's looking good at this point. 2 ADs down, the queen's down, the CC troops are down. Some other defenses are taken care of. The queen is still up. Here comes the lava hounds from the left side. Just sort of start working this clockwise motion. That last Inferno Tower right next to the air defense is the threat, but she does have a free spell for it all right there. Nicely placed, gets the Tesla as well. All those rage balloons get in there very quickly. This is looking like a great attack. Unfortunately, that queen's healers are getting pushed back, and that giant bomb tries to drop the rage to keep her up, and barely keeps that queen moving. Another freeze because she didn't really plan on having that Inferno Tower down, so that was sort of a wasted spell right there, that freeze. Had she had another rage or something like that, I think it would have been more beneficial to her and probably would have gotten a 3-star. Because as we fast forward here, you'll see had it. I mean, the queen had it, took out the rest of the defenses, just ran out of time. So again, sort of a surprise, but made the most of it and honestly opened the door to what would ultimately be the 3-star. So let's check out the next attack on this base. All right, Master Wheat tries to pick it up. We will fast forward from here a little bit because obviously this is going to be the same opener. He saw that, said, hey, you know, that works pretty well. She gets in there, she gets 2 AD, she gets the Inferno Tower. I'm going to duplicate that. So now you see not even dropping minions on the right side, wants the queen to wrap around that direction, so just letting her naturally take that path. Again, sometimes mistakes help you out. So right there, takes out that storage, and then she's going around and up and over. The whole key to this, though, is taking out that armor camp on the right side so she does push in. He opts to bring a golem there to sort of soak up all that damage. But right there, the jump spell, it was just a little bit too close, and the queen says, hey, I'll take the jump spell. I'll go back in. Now she's not in the right position. She's not going to get that air defense. Now she's focused on the lava hound because she's too close to it. She's not taking out any of these outside defenses, and it just messes everything up. So really just the placement of the jump spell made a big difference, and it all goes to crap from there. The Inferno Tower does go down, but the queen's not down. The other air defense did not go down, and we'll fast forward from here because, you know, it just didn't get enough of it. Sort of whiffs on his free spell. Nice try by Wheat, but also lesson learned, and the attack is progressed there. So that's part of it. Sometimes you got to have that. Let's move on to the next one. All right, Hell takes a stab at it, and we're going to fast forward because the opener is the exact same. Drops the queen down, drops the healers down, just lets her do her thing. She takes this natural path to the right side here. That's the way she wants to go, so now they can just let her go that way. No need to create a funnel. She's going to make it all on her own. Steps up, gets that first air defense. From there, she's going to wrap around the base and head over. Now, he knows he can't drop that jump spell there. That's not where he wants to drop it. He wants to get into that queen very quickly, but he also knows that he has to let that queen get in the right compartment to be in position to take out the air defense, to take out the Inferno Tower. You know, half a tile, minuscule little adjustments make the difference. Now you'll see right here, drops that minion over on that army camp, takes it out, and now the queen's going to do her thing. Drops that jump spell down a few tiles. Now the queen's not going to take it. She's going to beat through the wall. The golem's out front. The king's right behind it. He takes the jump. Unfortunately, some of these healers peel off on them, which isn't the best of things. But anyways, they get in there. They get the queen. Actually, they get the king taken care of. The king's going in now to try to get to that queen. The queen steps up, takes out the Inferno Tower. So just continue to move forward. The healers are keeping that king moving, though. So he has to beat through that wall. It's okay because he's got those healers backing him up. The defending queen goes down, and just a few more swipes right there. She's down. Now he's looking pretty good. Lava hounds coming in. Balloons coming in behind him. The queen on the right side, the healers have joined back up on her, so she's looking pretty good at this point, but she is just beating on that lava hound. Does not have a ability or anything for her, and she's about half health and sort of maintaining there. So when this lava hound pops, it's going to be trouble. A lot of damage going to be coming her way. She's doing her best to fend it all off. Balloons on the right side all get raged up. You see the queen finally gets them all cleaned up over there and starts getting caught up a little bit on her heels. Lava hound still moving forward, still doing some tanking, so that's nice. Out of spells, though, so the balloons are moving very slowly at this point. Queen is taking out that last sweeper, so her healers can sort of stay on top of her. That lava hound still doing that tanking, the balloons taking out those last few towers, last few defenses, get all of the defenses taken care of, looking like a 3-star. It's going to be a race against the clock, and unfortunately, he just doesn't quite have enough pups left over, and plus his queen in balloons are clumped up, so that's sort of a deficit. But 97%, him and Mega Moment just getting so close. But let's watch the attack that finally got the 3-star. All right, it's our boy Buche doing it and doing it right. Again, we're going to fast forward for the first part here because it is the same opener. Just drops it down, lets that queen do her thing, taking out all of these trash buildings, taking out those storages, and then getting onto that first air defense. He's just going to let this develop, let the queen go on her natural path. I mean, they've seen this a million times now. They know exactly what she's going to do. No, she's not going to be any threat as far as damage, things like that. And also knows not to drop that jump spell too close because she'll take it and it'll mess up the entire attack. Now, there was an attack between these two where they didn't take out the army camp quick enough on the right side that you see right there, and the queen actually walks on around. So another lesson learned there, but I didn't really progress the attack. I just learned a lesson. So I really didn't want to show that. Queen's still beating through that wall over there, but that's good. That's where they want her to be. You see the lava hound up there in front, so she is not focused on it. She grabs that second air defense. The tower, the inferno tower is down. The queen's dead. Everything is looking great at this point, and the healers have stuck on to the king in that core here, and I think that's probably what helped out. They got a lot more out of that core than they had previously. Then the healers peel off and get back onto the queen, so that's good. Lava hounds, balloons, all moving in from the left side. Did drop that freeze there. I got good value out of that onto that inferno tower. And then from there, it's just a race against the clock, but I think he's just got more troops left over. He's got these wizard down here on the bottom helping with cleanup. They can also step up and start targeting that town hall. Just a few key troops that help with that cleanup that make this a successful 3-star attack. The queen, unfortunately, does go down, but look at the spread. It's a little bit better. He's got a nice clump of lava hounds on the left side. He's got this wizard down here on the town hall, and he's got his balloons on the right. So I think it was just a little bit better spread, a little bit better deployment, and ended up with the 3-star. But a tough one nonetheless. Took like, I think 5 or 6 attacks on that one. So definitely a good base and a good job by everybody at OneHive that contributed to the 3-star. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.